Kids, let us brief ourselves about the solar system. The solar system consists of sun and those celestial objects bound to it by gravity, all of which formed from the collapse of a giant molecule cloud approximately 4.6 billion years ago. Fusion. Fusion is the process that powers the sun and the stars. It is the reaction in which two atoms of hydrogen combine together or fuse to form an atom of helium. In the process, some of the mass of the hydrogen is converted into energy. Solar wind. The solar wind is a stream of charged particles ejected from the upper atmosphere of the sun. It consists mostly of electrons and protons with energy. The stream of particles varies in temperature and speed with the passage of time. Sunspots. Sunspots are temporary phenomena on the surface of the sun that appear visibly as dark spots compared to surrounding regions. They are caused by intense magnetic activity which inhibits convection, forming areas of reduced surface temperature. Alternate sources of energy. We get most of our energy from fossil fuels, coal, petroleum and natural gas. But you know that their supply is limited and that they cause pollution. Let us now study the alternate sources of energy. Solar cells. A solar cell is a device that converts the energy of sunlight directly into electricity by the photovoltaic effect. Photovoltaics are the field of technology and research related to the application of solar cells in producing electricity for practical use. The energy generated this way is an example of solar energy. Windmill. A windmill is a machine which converts the energy of wind to rotational motion by means of adjustable vanes called sails. The main use is for grinding mill powered by the wind, reducing a solid or coarse substance into pulp or minute grains by crushing, grinding or pressing. Windmills have also provided energy to sawmills, paper mills, hammer mills and wind pumps for obtaining fresh water from underground or for drainage. Wind energy. Wind power is the conversion of wind energy into a useful form of energy, such as using wind turbines to make electricity, windmills for mechanical power, wind pumps for pumping water or drainage, or sails to propel ships. Hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity is the electricity generated by hydropower, that is, the production of electrical power through the use of the gravitational force of falling or flowing water. It is the most widely used form of renewable energy. Biogas plant. The biogas plant consists of two components, a digester and a gas holder. The digester is a cube-shaped or cylindrical waterproof container with an inlet into which the fermentable mixture is introduced in the form of liquid slurry. In one of the most widely used designs, the gas holder is equipped with a gas outlet, while the digester is provided with an overflow pipe to lead the sludge out into a drainage pit. Biogas. Biogas typically refers to a gas produced by the biological breakdown of organic matter in the absence of oxygen. Biogas originates from biogenic material and is a type of biofuel. Fission. In nuclear physics and nuclear chemistry, nuclear fission is a nuclear reaction in which the nucleus of an atom splits into smaller parts, often producing free neutrons and lighter nuclei, which may eventually produce photons. Fissions of heavy elements in an exothermic reaction, which can release large amounts of energy both as electromagnetic radiation and as kinetic energy of the fragments. Hydrogen bomb. These are the weapons whose enormous explosive power is generated by the nuclear fusion of hydrogen isotopes. The high temperatures required for the fusion reaction are produced by detonating an atomic bomb. The bomb's explosion produces a blast that can destroy structures within a radius of several miles, an intense white light that can cause blindness and heat fierce enough to set off firestorms. Tides. Tides are the rise and fall of sea levels caused by the combined effects of the rotation of the earth and the gravitational forces exerted by the moon and the sun. The tides occur with a period of approximately 12.5 hours and are influenced by the shape of the near shore bottom. Kids, let us know about the inventors and the inventions. Emily Berliner. Emily Berliner was an American inventor born in Hanover, Germany. He is best known for developing the disc record gramophone. He founded the Berliner Gramophone Company in 1895, the Gramophone Company in London, England in 1897, Deutsche Grammophon in Hanover, Germany in 1898, and Berliner Gramophone Company of Canada in Montreal in 1899. Philips. Philips is one of the largest electronics company in the world. In 2007, its sales were £26.79 billion. The company employs 123,800 people in more than 60 countries. Philips is organized in a number of sectors: Philips Consumer Lifestyle, Philips Lighting and Philips Healthcare. John Logie Baird. John Logie Baird was a Scottish engineer and inventor of the world's first working television system, also the world's first fully electronic color television broadcast. Billy Higginbotham. The first video game was made by Billy Higginbotham in 1958. It was a simple tennis game. James T. Russell. He was born on 1931 in Bremerton, Washington, is an American inventor. He earned a BA in physics from Reed College in Portland in 1953. He joined General Electric's nearby labs in Richland, Washington, where he initiated many types of experimental instrumentations. He designed and built the first electron beam welder. The invention of DVD cannot be attributed to one person or one company. The first DVD players appeared in the market in 1996. DVD is expected to replace the CD in the near future. Internet. Email attachment. It is a computer file which is sent along with an email message. The file is not a separate message, but now it is almost universally sent as part of the message to which it is attached. Bookmark. In the context of the World Wide Web, a bookmark is a locally stored uniform resources identifier. All modern web browsers include bookmark features. Bookmarks are called favorites in internet browsers. Netiquette. It is a set of social conventions that facilitate interaction over networks, ranging from Usenet and mailing lists to blogs and forums. Voice over Internet Protocol. It is a general term for a family of transmission technologies for delivery of voice communications over IP networks such as the Internet or other packet switched networks. Email spam. It is also known as junk email, is a subset of spam that involves nearly identical messages sent to numerous recipients by email. A common synonym for spam is unsolicited bulk email. The zip file format. It is a data compression and archive format. A zip file contains one or more files that have been compressed to reduce file size or stored as is. Chat. A web chat is a system that allows user to communicate in real time using easily accessible web interfaces. How phones work. When you ring up a friend, your phone sends a signal to your friend's phone. This only takes a few seconds, even if your friend lives far away. Landlines. When you dial a number, your number sends a signal through the telephone wire. The wire carries the signal to a bigger wire called a cable under the ground. The cable carries the signal to the telephone exchange. There are telephone exchanges all over the world. The computers in the telephone exchange read the number you have dialed and send the signal to the telephone exchange nearest your friend's place. Some signals are sent along cables. If your friend lives in a faraway city, the signal may be sent through the air. The signal reaches the telephone exchange nearest your friend's place. This exchange sends the signal to your friend's telephone and it starts ringing. When your friend picks up the phone, the two phones get connected and you can talk to each other. Mobile phones. Mobile phones send signals through the air. These signals are called radio waves. They can travel through the air and do not need wires. So, mobile phones can be used almost everywhere. To make mobile phones work, transmitter towers that can pick up and send radio signals are made all over the world. When you dial a number, the mobile phone sends a radio message. It is picked up by the nearest transmitter tower. The transmitter tower sends the signal to the nearest telephone exchange. The telephone exchange sends the signal to a number of transmitter towers. The phone you have dialed picks up the signal from the nearest transmitter tower and rings.